size. Big mistake. Turns out mine is, quote, smaller than expected. Didn't we do the math before? Isn't it like one or two out of 1,000 men have a micropenis?
What the fuck? What?
See, we've talked about micropenises before, right?
Yeah, it's just like blood vessels, right? It's like a little tube down the middle and then just blood vessels all around it, right? Is that what a penis is?
Yeah, ever have dick?
Am I gonna prolapse myself trying this at the moment? Like, what do I do?
Nothing. You suck dick.
I don't want to feel it. I'm good.
Oh, come on. Like, I'm naked. My balls are exposed.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I feel good.
Yeah?
And I think you're super cute.
The blowjob's that good.
I want to see something cooler, bro.
Horsecocks and pictures of children naked.
Yeah, you know, us gay guys, you know, sex with children isn't always bad. Somebody had sex with me when I was 13 and he was an adult and I liked it.
I feel like just a little bit bad for even being in the situation, I guess.
Is your penis the key?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Feels so good.
It's so good.
Are you okay, Jackson? Should have gone to church instead of gooning to cuckold porn that much. That's
Greatest feeling ever.
Hello, welcome to the official podcast.
The unnamed fifth member of our show, who's a random woman that moans, is my favorite part of this show. Always has been.
She said she's a big fan of what happened. I don't know how they got uncensored, audio recording of us, Kaya, and what we do at night, but it's kind of cool.
yeah,
Jesus
I'm not
Christ.
liking this revenge porn.
Should be
This is
illegal.
revenge porn. And uploaded by Coffee Running Gambit on our Reddit. So thank you for this clip. It made us all smile very happily when we listened
all the
to
comments, all the comments are like, "What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Please seek help." Because that's what always amazes me about clips like that is someone had to comb through a bunch of audio to like combine it all together, like splice it all together.
No, they didn't. That verbatim happened last episode.
Well, no, it's impressive that they were able to put a wiretap in both in our houses and listen to us all night.
Right.
Without us noticing. It's very
That's the
interesting.
iPhone for you. That's the new iPhone. It just does that automatically.
Yeah, but very
It's
funny.
even more impressive. They had to hack Apple. Well, that was fun. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
We are. What is this episode? 425 of the official podcast. I'm Kaya, as always. With me is Andrew and
Hello.
our good friend Jackson Clark, who has at least half a cup of plastic in his brain, I've learned, in the past few days.
Still
Did you
don't know what
wanna
a
talk
penis
about
is.
that at all?
Talk about
Doesn't know
what?
what a penis is. The plastic in all our brains.
Yeah, that's fucking wild. You showed me a study, I think it was 2 days ago, that we all have, well, brains are being autopsied at the moment and have been shown to have a full teaspoon of microplastics in them on average. Was it a teaspoon or a tablespoon? Because that is a big difference.
Let's see. Have you seen this, Andrew?
No, not at
This
all.
upset me a little. Well, it says new study finds entire spoonful of microplastics in people's brains, and
What
3 times
spoon?
as much as.
Wait. I didn't pick up on that. What spoon? There's so many different types of spoons. Could be a ladle.
Oh God.
It could be the
Trying to
ones
look
that
for a
got
number.
churned
Okay.
buttermilk.
On average, the brain sample study contained about 7 grams of microplastics, roughly the
That's a
weight of
lot.
an average plastic spoon. Oh, they meant the spoon itself. There's
Holy
a plastic
fuck.
spoon lodged in our brain.
Oh, that's so
Wait.
much worse. Not just
What-
the
wait.
filling of the spoon, but the
Yeah,
actual
wait, why did they-
whole spoon.
Why did they use spoon as a measurement then? What's the point of using
don't know.
spoon as a measurement? Use something else.
To make matters worse, the study also found up to 10 times the amount of microplastics in the brains of 12 dementia patients compared to healthy brains. So I guess if you have that makes
Wow.
sense. If you have like 12 plastic forks stuck in your fucking brain, like a whole cutlery set for picnic, yeah, you're gonna have dementia.
Well, the consensus of that is that microplastics in your brain, and shocking enough, I don't know how this wasn't already known, but microplastics in your brain lead to your mental faculties declining or the symptoms being dementia-like, right? That's what the consensus of that really leads to, you thinking, right?
I would imagine, yeah.
So-
I mean, you can't just put a whole Funko Pop in your brain without going insane. You know
But
what I
then,
mean?
so I mean, they're finding, the scientists and studies are finding that all of us have a spoon in our brain full of microplastics, and mental illness, diseases have risen significantly over the last few decades. Is that the prevailing cause of all of us really having some form of mental, difficulty?
Well, that's only if you have some form of mental difficulty. I don't. I'm perfectly smart, healthy, capable, and intelligent. But you, Jackson, might be able to speak for the larger population. I don't know.
Is extreme ego a mental faculty?
No, you shut up. You stop talking. Shut up.
Well, maybe
plastic
Andrew
boy.
needed the spoon. Maybe Andrew just set like a spoon-shaped hole
You know what
in his
happened?
brain
You know what
his
happened?
entire life.
Jackson has the microplastic spoon in his brain. I pulled that spoon out and I started eating up life with it. I didn't have the spoon in my brain. I used it as a tool to carve my path forward. And you know what?
Oh, like cavemen.
Yeah, like a caveman banging a rock against a sharper rock. And you know what? I think I'm in favor of these microplastics in our brain, because as I'm scrolling through these different articles, there's a lot of articles on this where it's like, oh, we found a spoon, here's all the microplastics in the brain, we categorize them, blah, blah, blah. Every photo that they use of these microplastics is the most delightful and appealing thing I've ever seen. They make them look like confetti. They have a whole rainbow of colors of these plastics. They lay them out all pretty in like
They're
high
just
fidelity
Legos.
photos, Make these look scary if they're bad, and they obviously are. Make them photograph like fucking serial killers on the news or bad history photos, Make them black and white vignettes, scary,
like a blown up microplastic hiding in the shadows behind like an innocent woman trying to flee for her life from it.
Exactly.
Something like that. Something terrifying.
Yeah.
You know when you're wearing your like gym shoes and you're playing like a basketball or something, and you leave a really nasty rubber skid mark on the floor? That's basically in our brain, right? Use that.
That is so abstract. If I see a fucking article and the picture is that, like a fucking skid mark on some basketball court, and the headline is microplastics in your brain, I'd be so fucking confused.
Well, AI it onto your brain.
It's still kind of stupidly done though, because the initial report was, oh, there's a spoonful of microplastics in our brain, and it's no, we mean the actual spoon. Like, people are gonna think like we did, like a spoonful of plastics, not the spoon.
I don't know
itself.
why they use that. I don't know why they use that measurement, because it immediately concocts a like spoonful is a measurement in of itself, right? You don't use spoon
Because
as
they
the
also
measurement.
use like, I mean, you have to keep in mind they also use like Toyotas as a measurement for meteors.
Yeah, I love
This
that
is
shit.
media.
And they so I'm reading the articles, and the exact wording they use is spoon's worth, which I guess is not spoonful, but every human being is going to think, oh, like a scoop of microplastics,
Is it less attractive in a headline if you just say 7 grams of microplastic?
Well, Americans don't use metrics, so the instant you say grams, we're tuning out. We don't give a...
Yes, officer, he punched me in the hand.
Yes, officer, he punched me in the hand. Yeah, could you file a? That'd be the silliest assault. All right, back to Chad.
All right, and that's my cue to get started.
Yeah, I met Rock.
Ready yourselves.
Good morning.
Like it wasn't like he was faking the punches and doing it. Like he was punching it as hard as he could, as far as I could tell.
Time to wake up and kill Twaddle.
It looked like it on the video too. Like it literally happened so quick.
Weird dude.
Weird
Nothing-
dude. Weird dude.
All right, let's do this.
I wish Chad.
Really impressive about him.
There's nothing impressive.
Old guy. I'm older. Like I think I'm older than he is, but he looks way older than I do.
You look so old, dude. I'm very so old. My beard is very gray.
Chad is very concerned with the physical appearance of the men.
But doesn't he always say every time we...
When isn't Chad concerned with the appearance of men?
Time to do some real damage.
He's constantly talking about how they look. Let's get you turned up a little bit. And we'll turn you down just a tad.
Again, everything about Chad is what's going on with him projected. So like, because Chad got his teeth fixed this year,
Right.
he's like thinking about teeth.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, when do you get your lips fixed?
I'm jealous of his teeth.
I wish I didn't have to spend money.
Oh,
to get-
didn't heal quick enough.
How did you get those teeth?
Got there to the
Thank you.
lobby bar. I came from my room, and people were texting me to come to the lobby bar, and I brought all the lanyards. By the way, I have the lanyards.
All hail the
I'm
lanyards.
gonna-
So far more people than bought tickets got lanyards, and he still has extras. Like, didn't he hand?
He's making a bigger deal about these lanyards than John did about the fucking keychains.
Like he gave her like,
doesn't.
hey, I'm so sorry about what I said about you. Have 7 lanyards. I hope this makes up for everything. Feel free to sell them on eBay.
That's like Senator John. I know you child support.
All right.
These lanyards. That's what I said last time when I got KB's room up the hill of my lanyard. I'm like, I got a ticket.
It's true.
And it's like having a postcard.
They
All right, we're gonna go. Actually, hold on. We're gonna go
major
east.
Every time you guys
East,
order
northwest.
a shirt, I'm gonna mail you a lanyard too. I'm gonna
Every
give lanyards
single
out to
time?
Super chatters too.
How many?
That's a lot of lanyards.
The Super Bowl party.
Michael Morris has a lanyard.
I bet he does. No, sure, he did.
Is it gonna be like the $100 twister every time that you super chat $100?
Goodies.
What am I, 5? What are you, 5? Why do you give me a lanyard? What am I, 5?
I heard it was like a potluck. I brought something too.
Hey, Spurgsnake, did you catch this last night? Because if you did, I'll turn it off and we can watch something else so you're not watching a repeat.
Wristbands. What do you need? Come on, stock up, guys.
Ray promised me $50 if I'd pinch his nips and grind my heel into his ball. How do you get out of a trunk? Where's the hid and release tab?
Why'd you put this woman in a trunk?
I feel good.
We have a theory about these lanyards.
I miss Mario.
So, you know, when you order lanyard, and you know,
I know that was a
this is
Mario,
Hack
but-
Urbana, you have to like pick a size. You can go anywhere from like a business card size, which I think is like 2.5 by 3 or something, to I guess an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And our theory is
Just
because
bits and
Chad
pieces.
so
Okay, yeah,
bad
me
at
too.
Anything. He doesn't know what like an inch really is or anything, and he probably saw
I fell
it, like,
asleep while listening to
"Oh,
it, so I'm not sure where I
this is good.
tuned
Well,
out.
that should be plenty big. And he just ordered them, and then they came, and they're enormous. And he's like, oh,
In all
I don't
fairness,
really know what an
I
inch
think they were
is.
fine.
In all-
Don't give them shit. That's what
You
we're
would
not
think they're
about.
fine, Ray.
We're not mad.
Fucking lanyards.
Is he wearing
Your
bags?
standards are pretty low.
He sent your hand to the hospital last night. Focus on that.
What?
He sent your hand to the hospital last night.
It's a pending litigation. We're not
Aw, I whiffed it.
supposed to speak.
For a little while, I was in charge of the lanyard box. I had the box with me. Somehow or another.
But
Chad,
I'm sorry I said
You
that
didn't
shit about
see
your
it.
wife. Will you hold on
Hold
to
on,
my lanyard?
Ray, hold on.
Again, I would say
Okay, sorry. Well, I think we're gonna get to that in a minute.
I have a lot of lanyards.
I have a lot of lanyards. Brag
Too many lanyards.
Humble brag.
That never happened.
for an event. That
Then why
never
did you make them?
For an event that never happened.
Why did you make them then, Chad? What was the point?
Start coming around getting lanyards, and then Melton came up. He's like, hey, buddy, no, it's just the internet. It's just a joke.
Okay, every time Chad's gonna talk about us, he puts his hands up like this. I want to make it very clear that at no time ever did Rocco or myself go up to him with our hands up like, is it okay? Are you cool? Are we good? You know, it's not serious. You know, it's just real. The first time we walked up to Chad,
Did Rocco make sure to stay on his side of the Borgata?
threw it at him. He
We wouldn't
handed
want
it
any
over,
mishaps.
And then we walked away. Moments later, I went up to Chad because he was standing there, and I go, hey, because he clearly wasn't going to approach me. He said he was going to approach you, and then he told you to stay away.
Right, and then stay on my own side of the Borgata.
Same thing with me.
He
And
came
by the way,
to my side of the Borgata. I was there.
Oh shit, Chad came over.
I don't live
Thanks for the
awkward.
shirts,
Other people
breakfast
don't
soda.
Like it awkward? Shit.
Ooh, breakfast sodas.
I make it awkward. These other guys don't like awkward. I sit in awkward. Bitch, you shake thinking about awkward.
Yeah.
I feel good. No one did this ever. Like, whoa, Chad, are we good? Are we good? We gave out the height. He's 5'8".
Yeah.
He's 5'8".
He's
No
a psycho.
one's worried about Chad. But I walked straight up to him and I go, are you going to make it awkward? I walked straight up to Chad. Go with this. I said, are you going to make it awkward? And he goes, what? And I go,
He said, what?
Are you gonna make
That's
it
what I
awkward?
thought.
He said, what are you talking about? I said, you said you were gonna make it awkward. Make it awkward. And he goes, oh, that's what happened.
I was kidding.
That's what happened. No one went up to him like, it's just the internet. Don't be mad. I hope we're cool. He says at one point, I said, we're all friends here.
I don't think that's true.
The second time we approached him?
No, this is.
Something tells me that's not true.
Later, we talked to him for 5 or 10 minutes. Inside about merch.
Right.
Hey, Chipotle.
Talking about giving away shirts.
Chad never walked away from us. He says like I left because it was just like I wasn't comfortable. He didn't walk away. Bentley was there while we were talking to him. KB was there, Lady KB, while we were talking to him. Bill from Jersey, who I talked to for probably 20 minutes collectively. Thanks, Ray.
Got him.
I'm talking. He's a nice guy. I'm literally about to say that. Come on, man. He's... Fuck. If Hitler was here, Ray would be like, Stop it! I didn't say that.
Stop it! He paints good.
Hardest kids of the Reich.
Now that was good, Melton.
Bill from Jersey, very nice guy. Totally fucking normal man.
You heard it here first on NLO. Ray supports Hitler.
Other than the Chad derangement center.
Right before I was about to measure Chad, Bill from Jersey actually said he was like, don't ruin it. Come on, don't ruin it. I said, shut up.
Bill from Jersey. Bill from Jersey is an awesome dude.
Yeah.
Ray told me I won and put a lanyard around my neck. Then it got all dark and cold.
I'll bang her if she's still warm.
And then everything went dark.
I said thank you for the shirts, breakfast soda.
Gee whiz, boy howdy, I am remarkably hungry for mangoo.
So I just want to make it very clear.
Remarkably hungry.
Walked away. Every time we talked to Jed, we approached him, and never did I have hands up. It's so nuts.
He asked me about my shirt, and he was like, where'd you get that? And I was like, well, I was gonna
Because he had a
buy
Zumok
one.
Mania shirt.
Yeah, and I was
All right,
like,
time to get going.
I was gonna buy one from you last year, but I never got a chance to see you, so a listener gave it purple. He gave it to me, and he was like, oh,
Actually, where is the
I
event?
was like, but I wanted to buy one from
Am I
you.
not
He's like, "Oh, I wanted to
participating?
give you one for free."
Hold
I'm
on.
like, stop.
Yes, Chad. When we talked to Chad about how much merch he gives away, Chad had just offered to mail us both
Weird.
shirts.
He was like, I'll mail one to you, and I was like, no, like.
He offered to mail Bentley a shirt, and Bentley's like,
Where's
I'm not
the
giving
timer?
Chad my address. No one's giving Chad. And then again, Chad offered to mail us shirts.
Shoot him.
Does it sound like he didn't like it and he was awkward and he had the upper hand? This is what he does when he feels guilty and apologizes to people. Mailed him shirts, and then we used to mail Rocco and Melton shirts.
But it seemed like he kind of registered.
Like, yeah, nothing registered. I talked to
Hooray!
several fans of Chad's this weekend, and they all said at some point
We win!
some variation of, I've tried to talk to Chad about this, or I've tried to tell Chad this, or I tried to talk sense into him, and his like train of thought can't sustain a lesson, like learning a lesson. He moves on too quick to ever,
Nothing
like,
good.
learn anything.
Nothing
But
good.
from 2 or 3 people this weekend told me that.
Oh, well, you know.
Here's Chad.
Nothing good.
We're having fun, man. And I was just like, all right, whatever.
Is that, hey Chad, we're all good, right?
Is that how it went?
Yes.
Man.
Whatever. First of all, I told him he looked good.
Just
and I
purple
said,
soda, that's
you
it.
manned up and showed up. It's the best thing you do. Just come here and act normal.
Right.
And he goes, what's your angle?
Yes.
He said, what's your angle?
You know, I'm not there to fight people by any.
But you were going to make it awkward.
Yeah.
But he knew he did exactly what I thought he would do. We're all friends, man. We're having fun.
Again, he's pumping his hands like, dude, we're all good. We're all friends. We're not all friends. We're not all friends, Chad. I've never said that. As a matter of fact, I had Lady KB and Reels and stupid Bill from Jersey. Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
No, I'm kidding.
He's a good guy, though.
All telling me like, no, Chad's a good.
Damn, that's a big
He's
sale.
not a good guy. Chad still lies about everything. Chad still has committed heinous crimes in multiple states that go on and on and on and on. So, like Chad, enjoy Chad for what he is. Feel free to laugh at the mug.
Take that for what you mean it for.
You're not going to gaslight me into Chad's a good guy. Chad attacks people. Chad wants people's personal info. Chad threatens people's children and wives. Chad ain't a good guy. Chad ain't a good guy.
And I'm like, all right, I'm not here.
All right, now we're gonna get back to the battle from Lion's Arch.
It's been nothing but a cocksucker.
Leave the area, plan the letter, read the letter, regroup, meet your friends in Lion's Arch.
Again, we met Chad, not the Mud Shark.
Right.
We met shaky Chad.
The Mud Shark showed up once Kevin got
Cool sword.
Right. The Mud Shark was on Kevin's.
It's the Etherbound sword.
After I met him in real life. So, we're just kind of talking and hanging out, and then he's like, bro.
I said, bro?
Bro.
I guess he went talk with Bill from Jersey, and he came back. He's like, "What's it gonna take for me to get you to Hackamania?"
Yes. So Bill from Jersey and I were talking. And
That guy looks cool.
I was like, we gotta get. I go, I need your help, because Chad. We all know Chad won't do anything alone without a real, solid support corner.
Very nice.
And what if we try to
And
get
last
Chad out to
person.
Hackamania? I need Bill from Jersey and the other fans of Chad's who are hardcore Chad fans to come out
Okay.
to Hackamania to support.
You just got all the
Now,
decade
again,
armor.
Chad will try to spin this into like, they need me to sell tickets. They need me to sell tickets. No, I just know you won't go anywhere without like at least some of your sycophants
Very
like,
bright.
around to be there. And again, nobody hates you. If you came to Hackamania and it was just NLO fans and Rocco fans and WTP and stuff, everyone would respect you. Same with Aaron.
At the last shit.
And I even told Chad to his face, and don't turn this into like, no, we should fight instead. Just say yes or no. Just say yes or no. Just decline it or accept it. But Chad's got some thoughts.
Like, come on, man. What do we got to do? And I go, like, what's your angle? I forget exactly what I said, but I go, what would I do there? And
So, Chad, we want you to come out to an event where we're all doing live podcasts. And Chad's thought is, what would I even do?
We're gonna chain you to the wall like Kong and have people take pictures of you.
Can I bring my roadcaster? Am I allowed to
No.
bring the roadcaster?
he didn't really specifically say anything.
Learning to juggle.
Yeah.
I said, let me just think about it. But everyone's saying I had these long conversations with Rocco and Melton. They weren't.
No, they weren't long.
They weren't.
Again, I'm saying 5 to 10 minutes. But it was an extended conversation about many topics. Like we talked about merch. We talked about Hackamania. We talked about the event we were at here currently. We talked about other people who were surrounding us. Again, like I was making jokes with KB was standing there, and Riles was standing there, and there were topics. It wasn't just a quick
that's cool.
back and forth or anything. You know what I mean? Like
I made them very brief on purpose.
Where do I get the?
I didn't feel comfortable around them. I immediately would walk away or go.
that didn't happen.
Where do I get the
Again,
basic swim speed?
You can say whatever you want. Every conversation with Chad, we exited. We started and exited. If we didn't approach Chad, there would have been no talking to Chad. But he never walked away because he was uncomfortable.
I have 16 of these.
That I know of.
Where did I get them?
Because they're not really interesting people to me. But yeah, so they want me.
Again,
I'm on Chad's team.
Once again.
I agree. Yeah, they're not interested.
Oh, I can exchange these for karma? Well, that's nice.
Once again, I'm getting really strong Billy Mitchell vibes. There's some people here I don't want to spend too much time around. Remember that scene? Don't worry about it.
You gotta be a real fucking nerd to get that.
Yeah.
I'm a top shelf nerd to get that fucking.
It's great. It's literally the same energy.
I'm gonna go to Hackamania, and then they wanted me to go to Vince the Lawyer's suite to do stand-up comedy because Ray did it and I paid him like $300. They're like, bro, how much? How much did you stand up? I'm like, yeah, I'm not your show pony, dude.
Dude, I don't like perform
That's
for
really
money.
cool.
That's not what I do.
What?
In what
But
world
it
can you
costs
spend
512
this? I got offered
of
money to do
those.
stand up. And by the way, more money than you've ever seen in your life, according to Merge. $1,000 for 5 minutes. And Chad's like, yeah, right.
So...
I don't do that.
I did it for 2
I know what you're trying to do. First of all, I'm not going to Vince the lawyer's suite. I'm just not. He's kind of a creepy dude. And secondly, I know what you're doing.
Secondively?
Secondively.
We gotta make secondively shirts.
Point.
Chad gives out his GPA as 2.4 from Kent State, and it's the only thing I believe out of Chad.
In Chad's
Like
defense,
what?
we all had to make out with Vince and Laura before we got to the suite. We all.
A countbound instead of
I don't want
soulbound?
to ask Melton to go do stand-up. How about that? How much is it going to take for him to do stand-up? What if-
Okay, so how about you guys Melton to do stand-up? Yeah, we all offer. Rocco will do stand-up for 5 minutes for $1,000. That's $200 a minute. Yeah, Chad.
I'm tied up and smothered
Yeah, I'll
in
do that.
newspaper towels and Panera coffee cups. It's dark and cold.
Where do I get, I'm not gonna worry about it. I don't know where I get
We'll
those.
get to super tips in a minute. I know there's some loaded up, but my iPad died, so I'm charging it. Give it a few.
Don't you ask? You know, I'm not Ray. I don't need your $300. He's like, what about $1,000? I'm like, no, I'm not doing
Okay,
it.
put yourself in like the good son.
Excuse me. Do you have a moment?
I'm instructed to make sure everyone in the Priory is up to date with the current knowledge of surrounding Scarlet. Do you need a few minutes? Sure, why not? Biggest news right now is we've identified the location of Scarlet's labs, and would you believe it's right under the Derman Priory? Nope, it's in Lorner's Pass. You're gonna want to see this for yourself. What can you tell me about Scarlet? Okay, well, we know that. She traveled from mentor to mentor, seeking knowledge which she could. She went astray with her moral compass. She adapted knowledge. Could have damaged the minds of other people. Blah, blah, blah. She saw those... What she saw in those greater workings broke her mind. Thus, she murdered her mentor and began her assault on Tyria. Yep, so she looked into a machine and she went crazy mode. This alliance provided her and her allies weaponry they've never developed on their own. Cool. Yep. Big plants. Well, thanks for the heads up. Hi, Rox.
Soldier, report. Where's my Tequatl tail?
Back where I'm bunking, sir. I'll go get it immediately.
Wait, you took down Tequatl?
As reported, sir. I sent you a missive requesting an audience.
Been busy. I'm here now.
Should I go get the tail and bring it to you, Tribune?
No, I don't need a slab of decaying meat.
But I've been hauling it around for weeks.
Ooh, I bet that smell sticks to your gear.
It does.
It
Been
does.
hearing about this Scarlet Silvari. You know anything about her?
She's building an army, sir. She's the one behind the Molten Alliance.
So I heard. I want you to take her down. Permanently. Whatever the cost. You do that, Rox, and you're in the warband.
What?
I need to repeat myself.
No, Tribune. Consider her dead.
Report to me when it's done. And, Rox, be careful.
Will do, sir.
You trying to give her an impossible mission? Well, I'll help her. You fought Tequatl by yourself? I did that this morning. I actually just did it a little bit ago. No, Cinders, no. There's a small army there.
Ritlock just said. If I kill Scarlet, I'm in the warband. Definitely.
Oh, I see.
What's the matter? I thought you'd be happy for me.
I just don't understand why you need some warband you don't even know. I mean, you've got me, and we've got a team of our own.
Shut up, Bram.
They're all here with you.
It's a char thing. You wouldn't understand.
A char thing? You'd rather be in your fancy warband than with people who've been beside you all this time?
That's not
Bram, you're
what I
so
said.
insensitive. You're an
It's a
asshole.
big deal to get into the Stone Warband.
Why? Because it'll make you special? You're already special. At least to me.
You'll still see me after I get in.
Uh-huh.
You will. Sometimes. Bram, we have to talk about it sooner or later.
I have to go clean my gear.
Bram!
Ooh, it's Timey. Hi, Timey. Good to see you again.
Graham, there you are.
Somebody care to tell me why this child was on the battlefield?
Hey, I'm not a child.
Not you, this is Surin girl. I found her out there trying to get to Scarlet's twisted marionette. Who does she belong to?
Oh, her.
Help! Help! Save me from this creepy human!
It's okay, I'm a Crichton Seraph. The kid's in no danger.
Bram! Don't let him take me away! Please!
Are you her guardian?
Who, me? Wolf's teeth, no. I've never seen her before in my life.
Bram, you're so mean. Can't we just go home now?
Listen, buddy, I don't know what your game is, but you better get this kid to safety. She's got no business on a battlefield.
What? I swear I've never seen her before in my life.
Logan says, yep, I don't care though.
You're not my responsibility.
It's okay, Bram.
Logan says, see ya.
I live in Rada soon.
Huh? What?
Where do you live? Maybe we could go there instead.
No. You found your way here. You can find your way back.
Fine. Here I go. By myself. Off into the big city. You'll probably never see me again, Bram.
Good luck, kid.
Bye, Timey. I love you. Hi. Are you a friend of Bram's? I am, or rather will be, soon. Where are you from? I'm from Radasum. It's a city in the southwest of Metrica Province. All the Asuras live there. You realize I'm an Asura, right? Of course. Phew, I thought you were one of those slow humans. The smart ones are really rare. Wouldn't have blamed you. Hey, what's your name? Lilia. Sap. Nice name. I'm Timey.
Yeah, she'll be fine. It's just been a rough day. Did you see that twisted marionette?
I did. And I heard there are jungle worms erupting from the ground in Bloodtide Coast.
That's because they're disturbed by Scarlet's seeking devices.
I thought your Norn was taking you home.
He is. He just doesn't know it yet.
What does a little squirt like you know about Scarlet, anyway?
As it so happens, I know a lot. I've been studying her for months. I came to meet her, but she didn't show up.
To meet her? Why would you want to do that?
Because
She's awesome.
Brilliant, of course. My theory is that she knows something about the dragons, and that's why she's building an army.
Your theory, huh? You don't think she's just a big old meanie?
Do you always talk like a 4-year-old?
Hey, I've been meaning to ask you something. You wouldn't know anyone who goes by the initial E, would you? Just E?
Eve? No, why?
No reason. Just eliminating possibilities. How's the queen?
I wouldn't know. The Shining Blade have her so tightly wrapped up I can't even get near her.
Well, at least she's safe.
True. Alright, did I hear that right? You're curious about Scarlet? Most definitely, she's sparky. I drool when thinking about everything she could teach me. Have you seen her mecha magical creations? Alchemical Bonanza. She'd kill you without a second thought. Me? Inconceivable. She'd recognize my potential and would mold me into her favorite assistant. Then I'd learn more than her, surpass her, and she'd die old and sad, but I'd be amazing. Good luck with that, Timey. Hold on, let me finish talking to Rox, then Bram, then Marjorie. First, you have to learn everything we can. Iron Legion Blastsmith. Okay. No worries, Rocks. I don't hold it against you. You do what you gotta do. Do what makes you happy.
I'm glad to see you.
Are you mad at Rocks? No, maybe. So, yeah, it's her decision to make. Get over it. It doesn't matter why, Bram. She wants it, and you should support her. Oh, the little Sarah ragamuffin? I've never seen her before. She must have heard Rox say my name. She tricked that Seraph into thinking I was her guardian. You're not? No, I've never seen her before. She's not my... Ugh, not you too. Ugh, alright. I'll make sure she gets home safe, but just this once. Thanks, Bram. She's not my friend.
Not enough energy.
What are you doing over here, Kaz?
How pleasant to see you.
Alright, what's wrong? My late father's birthday, and I miss him. Aw, how did he die? He was stabbed while in debtor's prison, paying the price for my brother's foolishness. Your brother? Kyle. Damn you, Kyle! My father spent our entire fortune paying them off so they wouldn't kill him. Who put your father in prison? The ministry guard. Oops. Well. Let me keep what I was carrying and wearing, which means I was able to keep my staff. It had been in my generation, or family for generations on my mother's side. All else was lost, except for the stuffed bear. Alright. We need to find a way to corner Scarlet. How do you recommend that? We don't know anything about her. Well, I mean, Timey does. We could just ask Timey. Didn't you just hear? She said she's been studying Scarlet for months. We could just ask this lady right here.
Scenario: Ray dangling off a cliff. Chad dangling off a cliff. You only have this body strength to help one back up. Everyone's picking Ray, I think.
Drop them both.
You just go get an ice cream.
Go get McDonald's.
Good riddance. Good riddance, both of you.
An alarm's been sounded at
It's a
Fort
no-win
Mariner,
situation. It's stupid.
where we're holding my Trin.
I'm not gonna do
I heard your crew's in town, and we would help, or we would appreciate the help.
No, the $1,000.
Alright, back to Fort Mariner.
It was a win situation because you could have sat up there and just, talk shit about all of us for 5 minutes. You still would have gotten the, whatever you agreed to.
Yeah, Ray pushed through it and got the money.
We would have.
Shut up!
You did.
They would have offered more. I said no.
What? I did it as a compliment. Yes. It's a difficult gig in a room full of people who are there to watch you bomb. Right. And you did great. We're not liars. You did great. Chad looked great. Rob Saul looked okay.
Right. You were awesome.
That wasn't awesome.
No, you weren't awesome.
But no, I'm fucking. All right, let's go back to shitting on Chad.
Right. Did you do any of my jokes?
I too dropped them both.
What? I can't see these. I hate it. Stop super tipping me.
Sort Milton folded.
Fight off the attacking Aether Blades.
I have my set. You want it?
Yeah.
No.
I called
I
Mommy.
sent it to you. I texted you.
We can talk later, Tim.
Oh, what do we got a format here? I don't know. I just go on shows and talk. I forgot professional actor.
That's right. We do a pro show. We do a pro show.
Screw you and your
he was
shield.
just he's like, it's all jokes, man. We're just joking around.
I did say that. I was like, Chad, you came, you manned up, you showed up. and you didn't go make it awkward or try to fight anybody. And that was the best move. I literally told him all this. This is the best move you could have made this weekend. Like, none of this should be taken seriously. By the way, the reason I told you that, Chad, is
ouch.
you take it seriously. Kevin Brennan takes
That was
it
a good
seriously.
knockdown.
Stuttering John takes it seriously. Even mush-brained Ray.
It's about someone else. It's a different Ray.
It's a different Ray.
It's a different Ray.
Seriously, it's just the internet. I knew what he was going to do. So.
Chad saw all this coming. He orchestrated this perfectly.
Listen, I wasn't coming to cause trouble or problems. I mean, it would be funny if
You said you were, though. You specifically said
That does make us think that you're going to if you say that you're going to do something. I mean, I don't know why. I don't know why anyone would believe Chad, but...
John punched me.
Down it. I actually have a clip of Chad admitting that I discovered him. Actually,
Yeah, I think that's so funny. But I more or less was just, let's just hang out. I felt bad about the show. I still do.
Why? It was a great show. It's exactly what you wanted.
Screw you.
Like I did.
Some inner voices here. Yeah, I forgot.
Wow, I can't believe I whiffed that. Good fight, buddy.
Ray's like a fucking sprinkler on a timer. It just pops up.
I wanted to do something. But the podcast in Kevin's room was a lot of fun. We had fun doing that. And, you know, you get around these people, it's a completely different animal. It's a completely different story.
Ugh, this guy's knockback is insane.
Like, no one's coming to fight. No one's going to do anything. No one's tough. I had 2 or 3 threats this weekend. People saying they were going to do stuff to me. That I need to get popped in the mouth.
I apologize.
Brought down.
That threat.
Okay, that was a well-timed move. But like, no one was ever worried about any of that. And again, no one threatens Kevin Brennan, but every one of these events, Kevin Brennan tells people security, you better not try anything.
Excuse me.
No one's gonna do anything. Nobody.
The best thing about it is he's at every I tell people like this, they go,
I won't come undone.
Again, I'm not a fighter. I was talking to
Oof.
Who was I talking to last night? I don't even know. But like, we were saying, like, yeah, I'm not a fighter. I'm not tough or anything. But it's not gonna be easy. And you're gonna be hurt too. Like, it's gonna be a problem. It's not gonna be just. punch
Cat's
in the
moving
mouth and
fast.
drop. Maybe it is. Don't try. I should say that.
Why do you have so much health?
Yeah, right.
Everyone's tough and strong, but they immediately, bro, I'm cool, man. It's
So everyone's tough online, but when we saw Chad in person, we were all like, dude, is it cool? Are we cool, bro? Are we cool?
Hey, Ellen, why was that
Dude,
man so
facing
cracked
him
out of his
in
mind?
person.
I never once said that.
No one's
to anyone.
ever threatened
I didn't say it to
anyone.
Everyone was fun. Everyone had a
What
good
happened?
time.
The Aether Blade staged a smash and grab on the other side of the mist portal. We need to debrief the sheriff. Alright, let's go.
I think I'll be okay. Raymond wrapped me in a pink blanket. That will keep me warm and stop the bleeding from my nipples that he bit off.
Oh, fuck.
You're biting bitches' nipples off?
It's a different Ray. It's a different Ray. I don't know.
Okay, guys, you're here in an audience. Raise enough spouting off. We don't need a thought out of everything from Sean. No offense, Sean. But
Brennan has trauma from getting punched in for running his mouth.
Hey, you too!
Is it Bob who punched him?
What happened so fast?
No, you didn't apologize to me. I did!
They had our backs to the wall from the very beginning.
NLO store. NobodyLikesOnions.com/store.
Vacations are over. I have work for you in the mists. The invaders took Mai to a portal outside. They had to fight past a squad of Lion Guard to get there. And 2 strangers, a golem and a Nord lad with a fearsome mace. After Mai entered the portal, the golem went after her. The Norn shouted for it to stop, but it wouldn't. It declared, "Leave me alone. I know what I'm doing," and actually ran faster.
Sounds like Bram and Timey got into a scuffle, and Timey ran into the portal after Mai. Which I don't blame her. Timey's a little nuts.
Greetings.
Bob threw a drink at him. Now Levy can't go back to the Borgata. Yeah, I know that. But who got punched? Or who punched him, I mean. Scarlet wouldn't retrieve my Trin without a good reason. This has gone far enough. I'm going to take this to the council and demand that we bring them both justice. My friends and I are after Scarlet as well. Do we have any leads? Aside from the latest crisis, the Lion Guard have reported a number of stirring devices across the countryside. Even one in the bay here, look. We have divers checking it out. What do you think? What do you think it's doing? Captain Shud thinks it's a probe, but we can't remove it easily. You should be able to see it here from the spyglass. Alright, let's check out this probe in the bay. Oh, good thing the spyglass can see underwater. What do you think? It's too deep to scrap easily, but maybe we'd find something to track Scarlet. This is the first one I've seen turn green. Is that new? What? Let me see. Oh, blast. That's a change. It could have something to do with this jailbreak. I'm going to marshal everyone I can to this investigation. I'm going after Bram. Send anything you can find to Marjorie. I'll clear you access to the mist portal. My train escaped as soon as we had the area secure. Feel free to interview the witnesses here as well. Thanks. This time we'll corner Scarlet for good. Head to the mists. Oh, okay, I'll do that in a little bit. But I have to go, interrogate whoever's over here.
Fuck, everyone's got an opinion on every line.
Fun, bro. It's all cool, bro. We're just having a good time, man.
Like, no one ever said this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, Lion Guard.
This is insane.
Anybody.
I cut the power to the gates when we realized what was happening, but they'd already extracted the prisoner. Next time I'll detonate the thing. Shut down protocols be damned. Did you see Bram and Timey, the Norn and the progeny? They ran through the gate chasing the attacker. Once we cycled the gates as Derek Matrix, I'll have this open again. Hopefully they're attacking there.
I wish there was more to the story. But
Melton back down, Rocco back down. That's the story, guys.
There really isn't. I know people are trying to make something out of me with my connecting in Philadelphia. There was like nothing that happened. Literally nothing that happened. And everyone's like, what happened? Was he detained? Did he get arrested?
Okay, people are asking questions.
Did he miss his bus? And it's just like, God, you guys want content so bad.
Oh, I was just saying in general. Jimmy Martinez was going to kick his ass during Burning Bridges.
First of all, I didn't know it was a bus.
Makes sense. Who wouldn't want to kick Kevin's ass?
Because when you book your flight, they give you the second flight. It looks like you're booking a second flight. It turns out you're booking a bus. I'm like, oh, okay. So
it says it on the ticket, but I can't read.
Oh, yeah, it's like an hour from Philly to AC, American Airlines.
Head to the edge of the mist, access the World menu, or the gates and Lion's Arch. I'll go to the gates and Lion's Arch since I'm already right here.
Workers and somebody else.
We have to go to the edge of the mists? Alright.
Dude, I think he got tackled and he got arrested. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, we just were guessing because you shut off the stream. And then you said I'm not coming to AC. Then you tweeted that. Then you deleted it.
That's what happened. Sure. That's why I tweeted out I'm not coming to AC. Long story. Because you guys were all like running with the story that I got arrested.
You took off, I figured you'd be halfway to Mount Maelstrom by now.
Scruffy, my golem, broke down. And I still learned more in the short time I've been here than you have in your whole life.
What happened? Why did your silly magical machine man stop working?
I was studying that strange device, but every time I got too close, it zapped me and knocked me back. Eventually, Scruffy's power cells shorted out and pieces of him fell off. That activated his emergency mode. So he followed protocol like he's supposed to. He carried me here, spit me out, and then powered down. And you've got a lot of nerve calling Scruffy silly with those clothes and that haircut.
Boom! Roasted.
Why don't you just walk out of here?
Fuck you, Bram.
Fly out because I can't. My ears, how thick are you? See these legs? They don't work right. I can't walk very far unassisted.
Sorry. I didn't know. What did you learn about those, things you were studying?
Yeah, don't make fun of her because she crippled.
If you'd understand.
Asshole.
I've got nothing but time, so let's give it a go. They appear to be survey probes for the purpose of identifying high-energy thermic channels and matrices.
So it's like magical energy is a swirling storm, and these things are mapping it.
A trifle simplistic, but yes, that's exactly the case.
Okay, truth time. Why did you run away from me? Why did you come here in the first place?
It's not personal. I just wanted to see Scarlet's handiwork up close. Her marionette was amazing, inspiring. When I saw her minions running through a portal, I followed them.
You were supposed to stay with me. I told you to stop.
You're not my dad.
They do stuff all the time. So does Borp. I don't listen to them either.
What's your story anyway, Tiny? How does a little thing like you get into such big trouble?
It's Tiny, and I'm a progeny prodigy. I've got important people fighting for the right to be my teacher.
Important people, huh? Are they real people?
I love Tiny so much.
Figments of your overactive imagination.
They're real, but they all want to tell me what to learn. I'd rather be like Scarlet and pick my own courses.
Wolf's tail, girl. Don't be too much like Scarlet, okay? One's way too many.
That's true. Alright, Bram.
What?
Glad to see a friendly face, Lilia. I'm stuck here watching over this Asuran kid, so I appreciate the company. If you need to get going, though, I'd understand. The probe in the Bay and Lion's Arch started turning green. Do you know anything? Uh-oh, I don't like the sound of that. It means Scarlet's machines are doing something, and that something is never good. Timmy was investigating the probes around here. Let's ask her.
Tell me more about the probes you examined.
They're well designed. They emit pulsed eldritch waves that register the relative strength of all local ambient magic.
Like the way bats hunt? They let out a chirp and react to what that chirp bounces off of.
Right again! I'm clearly a good influence on you.
What do you think those probes of Scarlet's are looking for?
Best guess? The transcendent magic channels that span the globe. Old-fashioned synergetics texts call them ley lines. Normally you can't see them or touch them, but they're real. Magic finds its own path, like rivers running to the sea. The probes are trying to identify the biggest and strongest of these ley lines, but I'm not sure why. Not yet.
I know why. Felicitations, Lilia. Scruffy here got kicked around by the probe's defensive capabilities, and I need to replace a few parts. Bram can't go because he's watching over me. Can you help? Of course. I learned the hard way that you can't get too close to Scarlet's probes without getting sapped. Scruffy lost some crucial components in the process, but he managed to get me there before he shut down. What can I do? I can't collect the parts myself, and Bram won't leave me here unprotected, so if you find any of Scruffy's parts, bring them to me and I'll do the rest. You're the best. Scruffy's auto repair will have him moving her with enough time, but this will greatly expedite it. The probes were in a chamber below the central island. And again, thanks.
So, what was your golem's name again?
Scruffy.
Will Scruffy work again if you get the stuff you need? I'd get it for you, but I can't leave you unprotected.
You're sweet. And absolutely. I built him for maximum ease of maintenance. All he needs are some replacement parts. He may be rough around the edges, but when he's whole, Scruffy is as reliable as an entropic crystal regulator.
Which is really reliable.
Right?
Bram, will you tell me a story while we wait?
After you ran off on me? And all the abuse you heaped on me since we got here?
True,
I
true,
plenty
true.
of that back in Cragstead.
You don't spend much time around Asura, do you? We only abuse people we like. Or those we're trying to improve.
Fine, I'll assume you like me. Once upon a time, there was a brave and handsome Norn named Bram.
Ah, I've heard this one already. From you. Twice.
Ruined. Alright, Tommy, I'm gonna go get your stuff.
Arrested and tackled and detained.
So Chad only tweets out lies because we say lies. Like...
So I'm like, alright. You guys want?
Chad, hey Ray, any stories you don't know about, you don't have to tell us. You can just be quiet.
But yeah, it had just happened. The stream down or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he tweeted out, I'm not coming to AC, long story.
I mean,
it's actually a short story. I'm a liar.
Want that to be a story? Let's make it happen. Plus, I didn't want.
I mean, might as well grab some World v. World experience while I'm here.
Saw an opportunity. Like, I almost give him credit.
How many times? There's a great clip up from Carl from yesterday's show. Carl did, where the timeline of Chad saying the event's canceled, it's on. Kevin talked to him, it's all good. Emailing Carl, telling him it's off. Everything.
Well, do you want to talk about the cancellation?
I'm gonna take the worm tunnel.
Speak up. What?
What's that? The cancellation of the show and what we heard.
Yeah, sure. Oh,
Yeah, take the worm tunnel, grab that checkpoint, and then we'll head down there.
Some info come in.
Right. Well, Sean.
Yeah,
you
Sean.
went.
Now you can
Now
talk.
you can talk, Sean.
So it turns out the partner.
Now you're.
All right, good point. Good point.
Well, just you can do it, Robert. The mic works both. What the fuck is happening?
What's wrong with you?
You think I'm sitting in my lap? Jesus Christ.
Chad described the beer hall owner's partner.
Sandworm.
The beer hall was partnered, which is his wife, which is what everybody was unaware of, that she was making all the calls there, and she was not happy at all to hear about her husband getting himself into this mess.
Okay. So they did.
Screw ye, Sandworm.
The wife can't.
I'm coming for
No
you.
idea that this event was even happening until when the event got canceled. She was
Spits rocks, devours, creates dust
Super Bowl
up.
weekend.
All right.
like, we're just
Let's go.
What is this bullshit bar mitzvah you guys are
So the event was not even told to one of the owners. Chad says his partner, that's his wife. She had no idea the event was even happening the day before.
And apparently Chad almost...
Okay. I was wrong. I gotta use range. Sorry, it's my bad. No, it's fine. I misjudged you.
So listen, this is another great Chad moment here. Yesterday on the same stream, Chad said, I had a gig last night, but I didn't tell anyone where it was because I didn't want anyone knowing. Then he says, you guys are all...
Is that an old message? What?
At all times.
Why did that just come through?
He says this.
And tackled and detained. So I'm like, all right, let's just.
Weird.
You guys want that to be a story? Let's make it happen. Plus, I didn't want them to know when I was showing up.
We just got some ghost messages from Chocolate in the chat.
But all in all, you know, it was fine. It was fun, I guess.
Social stream is weird with Discord sometimes, but that's okay.
Still here. We have to check out our rooms at 11.
Did you guys know this is a hotel room? Here's how you can tell there's stuff on the wall that isn't a picture of Chad.
But
that was no bomb wire.
Not only did we report what people were immediately live as we were
I'll kill you this time, Sandworm.
after Chad ended, and people were speculating in real time what was happening.
Right.
We also debunked.
If I die again, I'll just ignore him then.
Couldn't have been arrested because
And pretend that I killed him.
And then he tweeted.
Yeah,
you can't tweet from jail.
Like, it's not like we ran with the arrested thing for.
And I think we're gonna go get breakfast. Bill,
You ready to die?
Possibly Ken Moscow.
So Chad starts looking behind him every time he says, we're going to go to breakfast. We're going to go to breakfast. Now he's looking behind him. Possibly Ken Moscow. Is Ken Moscow in the cuck chair in the corner? Why are you looking behind you talking about Ken Moscow?
Text him. But yeah, I wish I had better stories to tell. I mean, if they tell anything different, then they're lying. There's nothing silly that happened. There's just nothing that really happened.
I mean, nothing happened except other stuff than what you said.
I feel good.
What you saw on Kevin's stream is pretty much what happened. But yeah, Rocco and Melton were going way out of the way, trying to be cool with me.
I didn't bring my chain bat with a
I don't have enough of life steal or anything, so I'm gonna lose this fight slowly.
Cool, bro. It's all good, bro.
It's all cool, bro.
I have no way to regain health. Hold on.
I don't talk like that. I don't say bro. I don't say dog. I don't say bro.
No one says bro.
How is he gonna fucking do anything? He's got a
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, cool.
Get back in before he heals.
Kevin? Oh, wait till we get to the Kevin.
Whatever. Oh my god, I just looked over to my right. There she is, my lady, Eva. She's back.
Okay, so I guess Eva was calling him a liar and upset about the event the other day. And now she's back. He's so happy.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, I gotta watch his animation for when he spits. I gotta dodge that.
Gifting 10. I like calm.
Jesus.
Wow, that's how you wake up.
I like calm. Wow, that's how you wake up.
It's not Folgers in your cup. It's Eva with 10 memberships. Skull!
Replenishing.
Yes, I did drink yesterday. I apologize, Eva.
What? Come on, I used my projectile blocker.
I didn't get drunk. But I already planned that, though. That was already part of the plan.
This is taking too long.
The same thing, and then I'm fly back on Monday, and I'm back on the program.
I'm out of here.
So he's drinking this week.
This isn't worth it.
He's been good for months. He's been drinking for about a week or two. But after he flies home, he's back on the program. Until
I go to Key West.
When's that?
Yeah, that's right. You win, Sandworm. You win this round.
He's gonna tighten it all up.
From
I'll come back with my thief and kill your ass,
Wednesday,
though.
a week. Can't wait.
Nah, probably not, though.
Wait for Key West. Key West Theater. Sold out.
Wow, just on Chad's name.
Literally, Nick put one post up.
I'll go take this, though. As revenge,
Look up this theater.
I'll kill this guy.
I think 50 tables?
Hey, you.
Which feels like a comedy.
Are you ready to get killed?
But when Chad said it sold out, I just had a feeling. And I just
Aw, he's
Googled Nick
blocking.
Swartzen tickets Key West. It is sold out. It is sold out. I couldn't get a ticket. So he is right about that. He lied. The reason I was curious is because he did lie about Nick's theater shows this past summer he was on, where they were literally like, some of these theaters had hundreds and hundreds of seats, and he had sold like 40 seats.
Ooh, got him.
Seat was available in the theater, and that's why Nick's back doing clubs mostly. But this is a small theater in Key West, so maybe.
Come on. Quit blocking.
Right. So that's gonna be fun.
All right, and you're done.
Major's gonna be there. His wife, Stuart.
You guys way too much health, actually.
Louis C.K. is gonna be there. I think we're having lunch with Louis C.K.
Louis C.K. just coming down to have lunch with Mazer and the Mud Shark? What's happening? Also, that's a great freeze frame. Yeah, man.
Abraham Lincoln is coming.
The three giants. Swartz and Louis C.K. and Mud Shark. I'm sure he told Swartzen, maybe? I don't know.
But why would Swartzen tell Chad, hey, we can have Louis C.K.
Damn it.
Like, it's not going to be a thing.
If Moody's watching, I'm getting 500 server errors on super tips and all this stuff. This
should be fun.
Hey, right.
Fuck you,
Stevie
stupid
Lou?
bear man.
Wow, is this really Stevie Lou?
All mine.
Yeah, even Stevie was actually nice to me, which I was surprised.
No one who comes out to these, for the most part, okay, the people who come out to the events aren't the most fucked up people in the Dabbleverse. Really, people who are like socially awkward and stuff, for the most part, like really socially awkward, don't leave their house and don't come out to these things. Everyone's cool. Everyone's cool. Stevie Lou and I talked.
Everyone's
Aren't you
cool.
mad about what I said about your wife? He's like, I don't even remember. Right. Because it was nothing.
There it is.
I was very shocked by that. I mean, I kind of saw him, and I just said, all right, whatever. He said something cool. And then...
All right, sword time.
God, Stevie Lou was so cool. I don't remember what he said, but he said something cool and just walked away, and I was like, fuck. My whole leg was wet. I was dripping.
Hey, thanks, Red Team, for conquering all this stuff down here.
Not really talking.
Avoiding anyone. It was nice to everyone.
Ow!
He's a good egg.
Knew each other, and finally we were like sitting down. I said, all right, this is dumb. Hi.
Golem.
Like, you know, what are we going to do?
I got the scruffy parts.
So yeah, he was fine. He was
I'm making Make It Awkward t-shirts.
nice enough.
I thought Stevie told me that Chad didn't really say anything, but he put
Is that
his
it?
hand, like to shake his hand or something.
Yeah. And the good thing is, if you don't want to shake Chad's hand, he'll just shake his.
Well, I
arm.
can go upstairs and take that supply depot.
Pick up a pen.
So he's not
It's a long walk, though.
the online bully that he puts on.
Stevie Lou is like, does like pretend to be like this tough online bully, and he's just like the sweetest, nicest guy in person. Like, he's not threatening at all.
So Chad's an online bully, is he not? And then in real
Yeah,
life,
but Chad's just awkward and weird.
Like when I seen him, I'm like, you know, he looked really good. Then I started talking to him like,
All right.
and Ray calls him a scumbag every time he gets a fucking chance, man.
Every chance.
We'll get there eventually.
Maybe it's you, Ray, man.
Ray, man.
Yeah, you were being fake.
Yeah.
I wasn't being fake. There's a difference between it's being.
By the way, I think that's true. Chad wasn't being fake down in that lobby. Chad's fake all the other time. Chad's fake on
Yeah.
his show.
Right,
Chad,
like we said.
that's the
Yeah.
fake. That's the mud shark.
Right, yeah, we met the mud shark, and then once Kevin came, he was comfortable. You know, he was like turned into the mud shark.
Chad's like a regular
The
dude.
minute Chad's alone
I
in a
imagine.
room with Stevie Lou guarding the door. Oh yeah, those guys are losers.
Cordial with human. It's just being a human being. It's not being fake. You know, I doubt me and Stevie are gonna go do a podcast.
Super
together,
canon.
like a weekly podcast now. We're like, yeah,
Dare to
let's
dream.
fucking do
Oh.
it. Although I do have a great idea. A
Can I
fantastic idea that
fight him?
pitched to Bill from Jersey about a podcast.
We're
with
gonna
Joey
try.
C.
Is Bill from Jersey Joey C's manager? Why are you pitching it to him? What?
All right, we're gonna try.
Literally.
Bill from Jersey when I get Joey C.
There's a
Oh wait, hold on.
live-
I didn't want my pistol. Hold on.
there's a
Sorry,
live
bro.
version
Sorry,
of
man.
What do you guys want?
Sorry,
What,
man.
you here for this?
Sorry, man.
What do you think
I
about
am
this?
sorry I fought you.
Is
I
this a
meant
good
to.
idea?
I meant to bring out my
I
sword.
definitely got to talk to him when I get back.
Is this like the football show that you quit during the playoffs?
I'm sorry.
Is
Can I?
this
Can I
like
get a?
the
Can I
show
get a
you
do-over on
did
that?
The afternoon show?
But is this really like Chad's like? This is gonna save like restart.
Alright, here we go.
Chad's career teaming up with Joey C. Like,
I hope so.
what is the point? What would be the point?
Brother, my favorite thing.
He's
I
not
love
bringing any
Joey
more
C.
people.
Ooh, oh,
Every
nice,
once
nice
in a while
knockdown.
when I'm on MLC, Joey C will text like,
Okay, nope, he's cracked.
how much? And I'll jump on.
Good fight, good fight, good fight. That's fine. Thanks. I wanted to go back here anyway.
I definitely got to talk to Joey C when I get back because I think it's a great idea. A once a week podcast.
Whoopsie.
I met him, nice enough, and the idea.
Okay,
I'm telling you, there's no idea.
Chad does a daily show now. He does a Wednesday night show with the Ray DeVito show, and then he does.
You found them. Scruffy's as good as fixed. All I need to do is install them and recalibrate the internal thematic resonance matrix. Bram and I will be out of here in no time. Thanks.
Brown, are we still going to be friends when we get back?
Wait, are we friends now?
I think so. You don't boss me around as much as other adults. And when you ask a question, you let me answer it.
Well, I'm friends with Frostbite. He can't even talk. So yes, Tiny, we'll still be friends.
Not if you keep
Nice.
calling me Tiny.
Scruffy's auto repair still has some work to do, so do me a favor and talk to me and help me pass the time? Sure. Tell me about Scruffy. I built him from scratch and he's got some quirks, but he's also got some features no one else has even heard of. He's my conveyance, butler, and battle armor all rolled into one. Are you injured? I was born this way. My legs were never strong enough to carry me very far. Don't pity me, though. I hate pity. And I don't need it, because I can do fine for myself. Is there anything we can do about your legs? That remains to be seen, but the degenerative effects of my conditions may spread to other parts of my body as I get older. But for now, it's just the legs. How far can you walk? I can get in and out of Scruffy when I need to, for example. I can walk from my bedroom to the water closet. Just don't ask me to be your partner in a dance marathon. Tell me up how you ended here. I followed the Aetherblade Scarlet sent to break my train out of jail. They led me to a portal that took me here, then my golem broke down and Bram came to babysit me until Scruffy gets it fixed. how did you get away from Bram? That was easy. When the Aether Braid broke Mai out of prison, all he saw was another... all he saw was another opportunity to yell, Kabarn! Or Kabam? Looks like Kabarn. By the time I remembered... I mean, I guess it's... No, it looks like two separate, though. Because it looks like these M's are all M's, and that looks like an RN. By the time he remembered I was there, I was already gone. What about the danger? What would your parents say? Parents? Ha! All I have are bossy grown-ups. As to what they'll say, Bram will make more bellowing noises, Zojia will try to ground me again, and Vorp will just sigh and shake his head. So you're an orphan? That's right, I've been the ward of Radasum's Social Agency Division, Prodigy Protection Services, since I was a baby. But neither that nor my legs ever slowed me down very much. Why'd you come here? What do you hope to learn? I intend to examine Scarlet's probes, which allow me to explore two subjects at once. What Scarlet is up to, and how does she create such fantastic equipment? And what'd you learn? Not as much as I wanted to. I think they designed to identify ley lines, the channels that magical energy follows as it crisscrosses the globe. Can you explain ley lines? I'll try. They're analogous to ocean currents or atmospheric weather patterns, but with magic instead of air or water. Magic flows and cycles, and ley lines are the path they choose to follow. What does Scarlet want with the ley lines?
Scarlet attended each of the 3 colleges, and that she worked with the inquest.
No idea yet.
Oh, and that she...
If you believe the rumors. I talked with an Asura named Vorp, and he says it was all bunk. I'm inclined to agree.
I know what Vorp says, but her twisted creatures weren't bunk. The Hollow Pirates either. Some Asura are just jealous.
That's enough about Scarlet for now. Jormag's tooth, you really need a new hero.
Well, do something heroic enough and I might change my mind.
Ooh. Why are you so fascinated by Scarlet? In a word, freedom. She studied all over the world, she set her own agenda, and she gets to build whatever she thinks up. Villainy aside, that's every genius's dream. True, but I'm not willing to put her villainy aside, and most people aren't. Hey, you asked. I never said she was a role model or more of a paragon. I just like her work and envy the opportunities she has. Based. Alright, I think that's it. Now I gotta read this letter. Marjorie says, the more I think about it, the more I'm convinced that Scarlet's actions aren't as random as they seem. There is a pattern here and something she's working towards. We need to figure it out. I called in everything I had, every favor I had at the Priory, and they're sending us evidence they collected around Scarlet's crime so far. They're shipping it to the Denon's bar so we can start piecing it together. Get here as soon as you can. We need you if we're gonna finally get some answers.
Fucking insane that he has to break out a conversation every time we talk.
Alrighty.
I don't even fucking remember what I was talking about. Fuck.
Joey St. Ray.
Yeah, I don't know though. I don't know.
It's a great idea. Once a week podcast.
What's the Miss Serena?
What?
He
Oh,
does
fuck,
so
yeah,
many other
sorry.
shows.
Yeah, now he wants to start a show with Joey C. How? He's not far from Steel Toe, doing like 12 shows a week or something.
I met him, nice enough, and the idea is too good. And I think it would get a lot of views. And I think it'd be outside the
Is it just a PvP zone? I would imagine. Just a big arena, as the name implies.
You're 2 of the biggest lolcows in the shitverse. So, you think if you team up, it's not going to be idiots squared? you think no one's going to watch it and make fun of it?
Well, that's the only way it's going to become bigger is, you know, all the other shows are going to goof on it. I guess
So
is
the
that the idea?
Yeah.
Mulverse, I really do. The idea I have. So I gotta
Neat.
pitch it and figure out how we're gonna
So
do
yeah,
it.
it's just a murder arena.
It's too good.
It's good. It's a good
Really
idea.
pretty.
No, that's bad. You're not good. You're bad.
Too good.
You're dumb.
Eva, love seeing Win by 2 there also. Hope he's okay. Yes. Oh yeah, John was here from Win by 2.
Why is he not
Yeah.
okay?
He came up to my room, and we went over to Kevin's room. Yeah, he's a good guy.
That's romantic.
He's a solid dude. He's just like me. We're both bummed that the show got canceled. We were.
If only someone was in charge who could have pulled it off. We were both upset that we couldn't do it. We were both upset that we pounded our chests and told everybody, watch how easy it is, idiots, and then, like, fucked it up. We were both really bummed that it didn't happen.
We're really looking forward to
That
doing
is
it.
pretty
And by the
sad.
way, the show would have been fine. It would have been fine. So
I'm free. Some trucker guy, glory hole Timmy, rescue me.
First of all, that's what you're shooting for with the show? Fine? Come on out to Chad's shows. They're fine.
The show would have been the same thing it was that in the hotel room.
But that's what Chad says, as if it's some sort of like, dude, it would have been exactly what we did. We did it.
Right.
So everyone's saying, oh, we don't know what we're doing. It would have been.
The event didn't happen. Objectively, you don't. Like, there's no world where this went great. Like,
in Kevin Brennan's defense, that fucking
What?
he's right. Just doing it in his room was fucking great. It was like a party up there.
Right.
Fun. Like it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's
Kevin's
fucking
original
cool shit.
idea, because Kevin knew what he was talking about.
Yeah.
He knew.
Kevin had it right.
He knew.
Kevin had it right.
Yeah, he
Just
knew
do that.
It wasn't going
And
to
the first words
happen.
out of his mouth was, Melton did it from his room. That was the first words out of his
yeah, Melton did it from his room. It was fine. It's good.
And it was great. Everyone had fun. Like all the people that came up to the room had a fucking great time. Like, yeah,
Why can't I get on this?
High rollers
It's literally
were
4 jumping.
out in front. It was a great time. They were fucking having a blast.
Thanks, Ray.
Fuck you.
Yeah, we
But-
saw
the
it.
easiest
We
thing
Yeah,
ever.
you were
The
there.
show.
You got assaulted. Your arm got.
We already covered that.
It
Again,
would have
we
been
saw the episode.
so fucking easy.
This sucks.
You're just doing what we did in front of people.
Yeah, Kevin, from what I hear, spent about $500 on room service beer. Now, was he picking up the tab
Damn.
for that, or was it like being charged of the room? Oh boy. Oh boy, that's gonna come into play later.
Like everything we did in Kevin's room, we would have did it at the Tennessee Beer Hall. It's not that hard. Like, so everyone's like, oh, they don't know what they're doing. This.
Everything we did in
They
Kevin's
don't.
room, we would have done. Yeah, but you
All
didn't.
right, well, that does apparently.
But you didn't. You
Apparently,
couldn't.
it says
You
a
failed.
jump puzzle.
Yeah, but it would have been like that. So, like,
Looks
if you
like it
say
would
we
be.
didn't know what we were doing, it would have been just like that if we had done it, which we couldn't. Because we can't.
Again, Chad, why did you need TV screens and a big screen and everything else?
Balloons.
When it was going to be the same thing as in the hotel.
It, like, honestly, it's so insane to do. Like, I'm gonna throw. Chad's like, I'm gonna film a special. I'm gonna film a theater special, but he couldn't sell enough tickets, so he ended up doing it like in a coffee shop.
Is
He's
this
like,
just a spawn point?
Yeah, but we could have. Like, it would have been just like this,
I
but like
guess.
in a theater, and we could have done that. And it's like, but except for you couldn't.
All right,
You
well,
tried. It would have been just like this, but at the beer
Um,
hall. Right, but you tried to do that and couldn't.
Leave the mess.
In what world?
All right,
did
I
you
will
not-
be right back.
There's no world you didn't fail.
Just that we literally shot ourselves in the foot. By the way, the only
I thought everyone else was to blame. I thought it was Carl's fault, Melton's fault, and Win by Two's fault, Kevin's fault, and the haters' fault, and the white supremacists' fault.
one that got paid for any of this was
Yeah, Ray's fault, even. Mike Bichetti's fault. Now you shot yourself in the foot? Huh.
Ray DeVito. I lost money. I gave away all these shirts and stickers and
That's what we told you. You're dumb. We know you lost money. You're not good at business. People send you a $20 super chat, which you get $14 for, and you tell them you'll mail them a shirt. Rocco and I pound our heads because we know what postage costs. It's like, you're the only guy who can lose money on a $20 super tip. Like,
Ray, pay attention. I was telling you about this. This is where he starts talking about why he knows why you come to these things.
Here we go.
bracelets and keychains and like the only one that ended up out of all, I guess Kevin got paid with the podcast. I mean, he got a nice chunk of change.
We'll see.
But the only one who really made, I guess Rocco and Meltner made money with their podcast, but
I can confirm we did.
No one else really got paid. So, but yeah, John's fine. He's great. I don't know why he was saying like, but we talked about it. You know, we all play it up to the camera.
But I thought we were the ones that came up to you and were like, it's just jokes, right? It's just the internet.
Do a quick tour of AC. Unleash yourself. Oh, you want me to go chat a Z-Man Unleashed? Like
Patented Z-Man Unleashed.
Opie? I don't know if we have enough time. We have to check out at 11.
Who's we? Him and Bill from New Jersey?
I'm not going on.
What was he shitting on me for like taking money to do stand-up?
Yes, we'll get to it. I thought he was going to get to it, but he lost the thought. Because he started talking about you, but he lost the thought.
Leash, what are you talking about, MGD?
Not going to be streaming much longer. I have some stuff to get done today before work.
Thank you, dear. Oh, speaking of which, Tarnished Maiden, I met her. Lovely. 8 months. Thank you. Thank you very
But we
much.
are at least going to start.
Last night was a dream. It was such a pleasure meeting you, KB, and others. Thank you so much for a great time. No, thank you. You guys were great people, man.
Yeah.
Whenever I see a great person, I fire a cannon.
Blow them up.
I blow them
You guys
up.
are still here. I think you're in a hotel we won't name. Yeah, it was fun. Kevin's podcast was probably the most fun. Because everyone was drinking and being stupid, and it was fun. That was a good time.
Now you sound like Ray.
Jesus, come on. He's a great guy, though. I like.
Would I prefer it to be in the beer hall? Yes, I think it would have been better. If it
Meet
was
with
like
Marjorie and Casimir.
an establishment, but
I guess why wasn't it?
It all worked out, I guess. But nice to meet you and Mr. Soundboard.
Tablecloth there, and a sign out front that says Delacroix Investigations. Or
Stop. No curtains. No tablecloths. And most of all, no sign.
But
No. Okay, maybe curtains. But only if they're black.
I can see you're tired and cranky. We'll talk about it some other time. Rox, come in. Join us, please. Where's Bram?
Oh.
He's dealing with that Asuran cub, his new friend.
It's nice of him to see her home.
He's a good guy, that Bram.
Yeah, he's all right.
Long time no see.
Rox, that was rude. You didn't have to walk through me.
My friends at the Priory delivered everything they had on Scarlet. I also called in Vorp, the Arcane Council's point person. He's collaborating with us remotely.
We need your help sifting through the evidence. We have our
Sure.
own theories, but we could use another opinion.
These recordings were found near Scarlet's lab in Lornar's Pass. You should listen to them first.
Okay.
You've seen me through my awakening, Mender Ceramon. Thank you. But I'm awake now, so you can leave me alone. Synergetics is endlessly fascinating. It seeks to define the eternal alchemy. The other colleges work within that definition. The potential of golems interests me. Combining dynamics design with statics versatility makes just about anything possible.
Yeah.
I like
I guess.
More importantly, I need to advance my theories quickly, and nobody's better at quick results than the Inquest. Today will be monumental. With OMAD's support, I shall finally see past this world and into the eternal alchemy.
Scarlet rejected the Pale Tree because she wanted independence. What if OMAD's machine cost her that?
It did.
The moles get magic, Flame gets gear, and I get the weaponry I need. Everybody wins. Especially me. Lion's Arch needs softening up first, so we infiltrate its halls of power and neuter its defenses from the inside. The theme is humanity can withstand any test. It's like they're begging me to prove them wrong. It's laughable! See? Air superiority wins wars, so build me a comparable fleet, or I'll kill you all and replace you with hollows. Once more, my esteemed snaky friend, you're doing this for obelisk shards. You want direct access to your profits, right? Then do as I say.
Scarlet deceived each of her allies into thinking they'd gain something from working for her. She'd make a great minister.
Maybe.
Ever since I came out of Omad's machine, you've been taking credit for my ideas. They're mine, not yours. Let me be clear. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing it for me. Nobody tells me what to do. Not ever. It's not true. None of it. I don't have to listen to you. Get out of my head!
I wonder if the voices in her head are real. What if what she saw in Omad's machine grabbed hold of her? Ironic that she rejected the pale tree to exert her independence, only to lose it to something else.
These other items are all pieces of the puzzle. Examine each one and let us know how you think it fits.
Okay.
It's so like Scarlet to ruin someone's big day. Poor Queen Jenna. Celebrating 10 years of rule only to have it marred by killer automatons. Is that watch night piece safe, Marjorie? I hate having any of Scarlet's machines in the bar.
Don't fret, Angel. Ever since Queen's Jubilee, it's been quiet as a corpse.
First time you saw Scarlet, she was attacking my city, my queen. Casualties were heavy, mostly civilian. The Sarah chalked it up to a random act of violence. Little did they know, it was all part of her plan. So it seems. We now know she'd been moving behind the scenes for some time, but she chose that moment to show herself. Why? I'm gonna go with that one.
Take another look.
Fine.
I think our friend is onto something.
Not bad. The clockwork horrors from the Jubilee must have been Scarlet's second draft. Scarlet got crafty. Instead of pairing up two splinter factions, she stole an entire fighting force, and then she upped the ante with that giant marionette.
You don't need that kind of firepower unless you're going to attack something really big.
Priory teams recovered this cooling rod from the Thaumanova reactor disaster. It's steeped in dragon magic.
I don't think this character's actually been there. No, I haven't been there. She believes Scarlet blew the place up to sow terror. One sleuth to another. That's too easy. That happened before the beginning of, like, vanilla story, though. Yeah, it's up here in Metrica. Mostly crazed prattle. Now that's interesting. Keel's report says that Scarlet called the energy flowing into the reactor dragon energy. She also talked about the ley lines crisscrossing Tyria.
Scarlet and the Inquest turned a risky research experiment into a time bomb so they could study how it ticked. They also discovered new info about ley lines. If Scarlet is using that info to plan her next major attack, it's coming soon. If you examine the steam creature closely, you can identify similarities to Scarlet's clockwork machines in its design.
It's like she's modified the Watch Knights with the same engineering.
Vorp is saying, these steam creatures have been around for a while, and we've pondered their origins with no success. Now it seems we have our first clue. They share many of the qualities of Scarlet's designs. Was able to seize control of the Watch Knights and twist them.
The evidence doesn't support that hypothesis.
Why not?
The Watch Knights and the Steam creatures use common parts. That would explain how Scarlet gained control of the Watch Knights. Their obedience makes them perfect infantry units for assaulting a fortified location. That's a piece of one of Scarlet's probes. We theorize that this agitated the jungle worms.
Piece of one of Scarlet's probes. Of course, they woke the three-headed worm. The probe. She's looking for something. That's it? That's all you have to say? Cool.
I almost feel sorry for Scarlet after reading her journal. If only she didn't use Omad's machine, she might be a sane flower.
Those are the ramblings of a crazy murderer. Make no mistake, honey. She enjoys killing. She needs to be found and put down.
These are all from the lab that I read a couple episodes ago.
Scared? What could possibly frighten someone like Scarlet?
She saw something
More
while
drama.
Omad's machine. Something that broke her. She's hearing voices in her head. But what are they telling her to do? Dragon Bash was supposed to be festive, until Scarlet killed people with her flying pirates.
Keel
Yeah,
did
that
an
sucked.
excellent job documenting the assassination of Counselor Theo Ashford during Dragon Bash.
You should really return this case file before she notices you purloined it.
Can't believe my train thought she was gonna get on the seat on the council. Mize just got freed from custody. That's bad news. Scarlet wanted a pawn.
Scarlet plotted to kill someone on the captain's council to make room for her puppet.
With Trin in place on the council, she could have weakened the city's defenses from the inside. That plan backfired, but Trin escaped to the mists to prepare for something.
It's been almost a year since the Molten Alliance attacked the Shiver Peaks. Dredge and Flame Legion together. Who'd have imagined it?
Look closely at how they combine Dredge mechanical knowledge with the Flame Legion's fire magic.
We missed the initial Molten Alliance uprising, but heard you were there. I believe it's Magitech development. Yep. Sonic weaponry combined with flame magic. I think she's developing a sonic magical device.
So Dredge sonic technology can be used for probing underground.
And Scarlet's been looking for ley lines with those probes. She's after the ley lines underneath Lion's Arch. Scarlet converted part of the Nightmare Court Arbor into her own personal airship factory.
I have that pistol. That's my thief's pistol.
She formed this alliance in part to develop hybrid weapons with maximum destructive potential.
I heard a rumor Scarlet has a secret on Kate, something she's holding over Kate's head. Have you heard this? Something happened between them in Twilight Arbor. What was Scarlet up to there anyway? Scarlet lured Kate to Twilight Arbor and set a trap with the Eighth Blades. She was building an airship there. What do you think happened between those two?
Now she has an arsenal of advanced weapons and an air fleet to deliver them. No city is prepared to defend against an air
I need to go do that dungeon.
Not even Lion's Arch.
case is Synergetics headmaster Omad's isolation module. A Sylvari named Kiara went in. Scarlet came out. I reverse engineered an image of Kiara's aura patterns before and after. The schism is pronounced and dramatic.
What can you tell me about the cube? His notes say its purpose is to shut down the mind's security system and open it like a door, opening with truth to the eternal alchemy, but our minds are protected for a reason. When Scarlet looked across the threshold, something looked back.
Kiara encountered something that literally broke her mind, but the only things in there were things she brought. I surmise she was directly exposed to a part of her own psyche that had been carefully walled off, perhaps for her own protection. We'd need to do far more extensive study of the Sylvari dream before I could draw any more detailed conclusions. What I can conclude now is that she's preparing to strike. Mark my words, Scarlet's next attack is planned and ready.
I'll never forget how close we came to disaster. When I think about those spores spreading their toxins across Tyria, it boils my blood.
The Nightmare Court and Crate do make a volatile combination. Scarlet popped some horrifying alchemy there.
I still have nightmares about that tower. I doubt I'm the only one. At least Marjorie was able to find the antitoxin. Can we test it on this sample? Scarlet would have spread her toxins all over Tyria if we let her. It's a good thing we found the antidote. She allied with the Crate and the Nightmare Couriers to do so. Courtiers. Why would she do such a thing?
This sample is resistant to the antitoxin we used against the Nightmare Tower poison.
Jory, we didn't stop her plan. We just showed her how to make a stronger poison that could wipe out an entire city.
Let's review the evidence. Kiara entered Omad's device, saw something terrifying, and emerged as Scarlet Briar. She came out insane, but there's a method to her madness. We know from Thaumanova that she's researching magical energy and ley lines. She's used Molten Alliance Magitech to locate ley lines. We know that there are ley lines in Lion's Arch, among other places. She's built her own personal army. Crate and Nightmare Court, Pirates and Inquest, Dredge and Flame Legion, and most of all, her clockwork horrors. She tricked her subordinates into doing her bidding with promises of power, resources, or other gains. She modified her poison to be resistant to our antitoxin. She could use it against an army or a city. My Trin is preparing the Aether Blades in the Mists for a big attack. There's a Mists portal in Lion's Arch.
Jory, Lion's Arch is her target. We have to warn Ellen.
I'll warn her. I'll let you know when I hear back. Make your preparations. Everything has been building toward a single, devastating attack. May the gods show us mercy.
Alright, and with that, we're going to end for today.
Sweet loot.
Nice summary of everything that's happened, and a good idea of what's going to happen next.
So, how did you two meet?
Oh.
About 6 months ago, I was just minding my own business, and
She posted a help wanted sign, and I was looking for someone to help.
So you met only 6 months ago. It seems like you've been together longer.
I'd noticed her before that. Around the city.
You had? You never told me that.
Creepy.
So, you're a mated pair?
We're currently in negotiations.
Come here, Frostbite.
What about you, Rox? Anyone special in your life?
No. There was once, but he was killed.
Nice.
I'm sorry. Was he in your old warband? Bram said you were a Gladium.
Bram talks too much.
Don't be mad. We're your friends.
Yeah, what are friends for? If not for sticking our noses in each other's business.
Hi there.
You should rest a while before you head out again. Good call. Say I wanted to ask, how did your mate die? In a cave mining with the rest of my warband. His name was known as known as Pickaxe. Pickflea was his nickname. We teased him. We'd been best friends since the Farar. Oh, I'm so sorry. We were in the Pick warband, best miners in the region. We could turn out more ore in a day than any other warband. Was it hard for you? Yeah, they were my family.
Carry on.
Did it have anything to do with the explosions? Because that would explain your aversion to that. And then do y'all have anything else to say before I leave? Okay. And you. We're gonna stop her. Okay, well, and that's it. So let's walk out of the bar. And thank y'all for joining today. Tonight I'm gonna do a little bit more Evil Within, and we're gonna go late, so stick around, and until then, we'll see you next time.
Great people, and thanks.
Hi, I'm Kevin. Kevin S. Soundboard.
How come you didn't take your husband's last name?
Nice to meet you, Mr. Soundboard and Mrs. Maiden.
For all your continued support. You guys have always been very, very cool to me, and it's not lost upon. Speaking of Kevin Soundboard, Chad, the event was just a bonus. Being in that